But Joey, thanks for joining us.
No, thanks for having me. Thank you.
I just said there, kind of the original Essex boy himself. Have you ever thought about moving out of Essex at all? You're so kind of like connected to it.
Mate, it's hard. I mean, I'm originally from South London, but I live in Essex. Yeah, I live in Essex now. I don't think I can ever leave. I'm stuck.
No. You'd have to
definitely not
change your name
stuck.
as
I'd have to
well.
change my name.
Yeah.
Maybe Joey Spain. No.
Oh, Joey Marbella.
Joey Marbella.
I bet you're missing the sunshine, are you? You were used to that whole, you know, carbs before marbs.
I know, I do miss the sunshine, to be honest. I mean, I ain't been away for so long now.
Yeah.
But, you know, hopefully the sun comes out here. I mean, it was out today, but then it just drifts off, doesn't it?
That's usually what happens.
That's UK summer.
Off in the
Get used to
evening.
it. Well, if you'd like to, it's too late. They know already. Joey, you a bit of an artist yourself? I've seen, you know, some colourful gardening in your.
Yeah. I'm artistic. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure I've got a C in art, and that's a good. That's a low pass.
That's strong.
Still pass that.
It's a pass. It's a pass that will do.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
C.
Take it. Definitely take that.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Love that idea. Joey. We are used to, a lot of viewers at home, JJ as well, used to seeing you on reality, on Towie, The Jump, I'm a Celeb. This documentary is a real gear change, a real step away from that. But you have said that it's closer to the real you than anything we've ever seen.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, because I'm pretty much myself, especially with this situation. Obviously, grief's been in my life since I was 10 years old, you know, and I've dealt with it for a long time, and you know, it does follow me about because, you know, obviously, you know, with birthdays and Christmas and all the fun times you have when you're growing up, I sort of lost that as a child, and it still follows me till today. So you know, that's all. I am happy behind closed doors, but also I do deal with a lot of pain.
So that character that we're so used to has hidden a lot really over the years.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, and it's like I've never really had an opportunity to sort of speak about it really, and I never felt ready, to be honest. And I feel like now I mean, hitting 30, I was always in this mind frame of, you know, you've got to get married and have kids before you're 30. I was always trying to rush, and I think when I hit 30, I sort of like, I just felt a little bit more zen, a little bit more relaxed. Like, you know, you got to deal with this now. You got to grow up a little bit, you know, and that's the reason why I took the step, you know.
Well, Joey, let's have a look at this brilliant, by the way, and moving documentary, Joey Essex, Grief and Me.
People normally see me laughing and joking, being Joey Essex.
Good morning, Joey. Good morning.
But I've kept a lot of stuff inside. Things that happened to me, I haven't been able to talk about.
Are you filming?
When I was 10, my mum took her own life. And the truth is, I've never been able to deal with it. I've kept all this pain bottled up for 20 years. Getting panic attacks, feeling anxious, and pushing people away. But I can't go on like this.
You know what, Joey? I mean, I watched it today, and I found it incredibly moving. And you know, got to see a completely different side to you, as Angela was talking about. How important was kind of your family throughout the process? You know, you kept going to your sister and your cousins, you know, quite a lot for that strength.
I mean, you know, my whole family have dealt with this pain as well, not just me. You know, it's everyone's in the same situation, and you know, they're always there for me. But it's just been tough for everyone. I feel like me opening up about it has definitely helped my family, I would say. You know, because I suppose I'm talking about it, they're probably talking about it a little bit as well, because it's been closed for a long time. It has.
And you talk a lot about that trauma and about the memory of the time that your mum passed away and not being really able to connect with the happier memories. And now revisiting this, you've been able to kind of uncover and remember, you know, wonderful times that you had.
Yeah, better times, because I mean, I experienced through, you know, seeing my therapist, that bringing better memories back will just make my mind a bit better, because I only really remember negative and, you know, painful memories, and I never really knew that I felt like that or thought like that. It is what it is. I didn't know any different. I don't remember the good times. Why would I remember the good times? I only remember the times that were shocking. And they were the times, you know, the darkest times of my life.
You were talking earlier about kind of hitting 30 and that being a landmark moment for you. One of the key things that I kind of watched within it, and what you just spoke about, was the therapy element. Now, I know for men in particular, it's very difficult for men to talk and open up, and you kind of really expose yourself in going through that process during therapy, don't you?
Yeah. It was hard. It was really, really tough. You know, the documentary was a big thing for me to do, but you know, I took it very serious. You know, I took it like incredibly serious. Like I stopped drinking, I stopped going out, didn't do anything. I just focused completely on this because I wanted to get something out of this, and I have. And opening up to a therapist, I've never done in my whole life. I've seen therapists loads of times. You know, growing up, especially since coming into the public eye, and you know, I've got trust issues. I don't really trust a lot of people. It's not just relationships, I just don't. And sitting in a room with a therapist, I would never want to tell them anything because I'd feel like they're, I don't know, I just wouldn't, just a fool.
And there is that moment where you're struggling and you're fighting, you're saying, I don't trust you, you're a stranger to me, and you're, you know, kind of expected to spill your guts out. And that felt like a real turning point when you, the following week, arrived back and were kind of prepared to... And
that when we actually went in there when I went in there to tell him that, that was almost to say bye.
Yeah, okay.
That was to say, I don't trust you, mate, I'm leaving, and that was it. And that was meant, but that actually was me expressing, just getting it out, just telling him. And then that's when I sort of like, I suppose, released all my demons a little bit, you know. So I don't know, it was weird because I was told that because I said I can't do this anymore. I need to change therapists. I need to quit. I can't do this anymore. You know what I mean?
There.
You know when you kind of like look back on. I mean, obviously you're still so young, but you've had so much in such a short period of time to deal with. You know, the whole kind of Joey Essex thing and partying and you know the fame. You know, when you look back now after what you've been through, is there an element of just like, you know, can you feel proud kind of how far you've come?
100%. Yeah, I'm very proud of who I am today. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, I have grafted. It was the whole fame side of thing has been hard. Yeah. But without this, you know, I felt like this was a gift from my mum to, you know, to keep me good and keep me focused because, you know, I didn't have much going for me, to be honest. You know what I mean? I got sacked from all my jobs. I couldn't even be a T-boy at one point, so.
Doing all right.
I got sacked, yeah. So, just coming into this world of fame, I guess. I think it really helped me, to be honest.
And did you? I mean, there's a moment where you speak to your dad about when you were young and having, you know, panic attacks, which you may not have articulated at the time or understood what they were. Was that something that when you know, came into the public eye, you had to struggle with or hide or keep under? Yeah,
they sort of like came back. I think because it was like it was like another shocking moment in my life. It was instant fame when I went on TV. It was like that, and then next minute I was just like, oh my God, Joey Essex. I was walking around, everyone taking pictures of me, screaming, girls everywhere. It was crazy, and it was quite overwhelming. It was too much. You know what I mean? For me, I was still dealing with it. It only happened like 10 years ago from that point when I was 20, and
the baby.
Exactly, and the panic attacks were bad at a young age. You know, when I was really young, like 11, 12 years old. Yeah. But they're not as bad as like nowadays.
It's great to see how far you've come, Joey.
Yeah, and thank you for sharing it. There's so much, you know, vulnerability and courage in doing it, and I think it's going to help a massive amount of people. Thank you so much. Joey Essex, Grief and Me is on Thursday at 9.